What is going on, guys? My name is Ben. How are you guys doing today? And I do apologize for this video being a day later. And I know I've constantly been doing that. Um, you know, long time ago, I've never done this, but things have just been picking up, outside of my YouTube world. So without further ado, let's get started. I found an interesting article, which the link will be in the description below, where it mentioned that Apple's iPhone sales were kind of dropping, and that their sales aren't going as high up as they should be or as they used to be. The problem with that is because Apple hasn't really been innovating that much. For instance, what has Apple done? Well, they've, I don't know, made the 6 Plus, a much bigger iPhone, and then make multiple sizes for the same iPhone category. Then you have the iPad Pro in two different sizes now. So, they weren't really innovating like they used to do. For instance, they created the iPod. That was innovating. Then they created the iPhone, which was, one of the first smartphones to have internet capabilities with music and phone calls all on one device. I mean, yeah, there were a few Blackberries before that, but the iPhone really took it off, especially when the 3G came out with the App Store in the iPhone OS 2.0 software. And now, after the 3GS, then Apple wanted to innovate a product that was in between a cell phone or a smartphone and a computer, which they made the iPad, the tablet. Now it's like, it seems like they've run out of ideas on how they want to innovate. And this article suggested something such as like, okay, their version of the Amazon Echo and maybe a Mac gaming computer to compete with some of the Razer Blade PCs out there, which I don't think is really that necessary, because for a gaming Mac to be successful, first of all, I would not do it in a laptop at all. I mean, yeah, it is nice for portability and all that if you can deal with the extra weight, but the problem is with that, they don't last as long as a gaming desktop computer. So it's like, if Apple wanted to make a gaming Mac, they're better off doing it with a tower or something. Or, what they could do is make their own gaming console to compete with, the current gen competitors out there, the Xbox One, PS4, Nintendo Wii U. I actually thought about an idea like that a long time ago when I was a lot younger. But then, after I thought about it, it was like, I mean, that's not really Apple's specialty. Although, yeah, they claim that, okay, Game Center, has more players than Xbox Live. Yeah, I feel like that comparison is not comparable, because you're trying to take a network that is filled with full-on gaming consoles, gaming console players with just mobile phone players, and those two different platforms of games are completely different. I feel like mobile gaming for smartphones is a little bit more basic than it is for a gaming console. Gaming console, I feel like you're more intense into what's happening in the game, and that there's a lot more action going on versus what you see on your mobile phone. I don't know. That's just me though. But the point being is like Apple has run out of ideas on how they should innovate so that their sales will go up. And I mean, that's how they've always been successful. They've innovated and innovated. Now it's like I can't even think of how else they can innovate. I would say, up to this point, all they can worry about is, okay, what are they going to do to make their current products better for next year to increase the sales? Because think about it, a lot has changed in their products, and the changes either are good or a bad thing. Like for instance, so many people got used to the smaller iPhones, the 5 and the 5S and then the 5C. Now they created an iPhone SE, which basically housed the same design on the outside as the iPhone 5 and 5S, except they just rebranded it and gave it iPhone 6S specs. Which, a lot of people have gotten used to those smaller phones. It's like when they try to go for a bigger phone, they're like, I don't like it. Maybe that's why, a lot of iPhone users don't switch to Android. Some have, and they actually like the experience. That's what I've done, and I really love the experience that I've gotten with my Note 4 right here compared to the iPhone 5, which I don't even know where it's at right now. But I mean, it's like, yeah, what do you do, or what are you gonna do? So it depends on personal preference. Me personally, in terms of, sorry, I'm looking around looking for my iPhone, but it's probably on my desk back there. But other than that, in terms of innovation, I'm not sure what else they can innovate, unless if they can create like re-innovate the tablet PC world. Maybe create a tablet running Mac OS 10, and give us a reason why we should get it over Macs, and then like what kind of category they're trying to open up to for for their customers, for the industry. I don't know. What do you guys think? I'd like to see what you guys say in the comments down below. Thanks so much for watching. Please subscribe, rate, comment. Also, check out the description below down there for my social media links, Twitter and Instagram. I'll see you in the next one. Take care.